I'm Jackson Noakes. I drive the number 27 JRFM Noakes Motorsport RX-8 Cup car. We're at Miranda. This is our workshop. We've had for about, I think, 20 years now. It was Pa's investment property back then, and then stored his caravan, now storing our cars. Yeah, so my Pa used to race cars 6 years ago, I think, started. He was racing all type of cars like Anglias, Escorts, Tiranas. Then Dad got into it with HQs. He's riding motorbikes a bit, and I got into motorbikes. Yeah, when I was 12, got into go-karts. Did that for a few years. I actually broke my hip when I was 15. Spent a year in a wheelchair, had to learn how to walk again. Yeah, 12 months wheelchair, 6 months crutches. And then eventually we decided it's probably best to get in a roll cage car. So we did that, got into an XL. Yeah, we did that for about 3 years. 3 years, got a few podiums, came second in the championship 2 years in a row. Yeah, found RX-8 Cup. I think what led me to it was the price of it. Like, same sort of budget as an XL, if anything, a little bit cheaper than getting a front running XL. Yeah, it's just awesome racing. Bang for buck, it's probably the best you can do. Well, this car we actually built ourselves because of a pretty big crash we had last year where our old car got ridden off. Built it ourselves with massive help from Macquarie Motors. They helped a ton. We wouldn't be able to do it without them. And yeah, we spent about, I think it was like 17 weeks in the end, in between rounds, and got it fixed up. Built it from scratch, yeah. Yeah, so I'm pretty lucky. I get to wrap on my cars myself. I've been in the signage industry for about 7 years now, and started wrapping probably 6 years ago. And then, yeah, just with all the wraps I've done with my cars, I thought, oh, it'd be a perfect passion project to get into racing graphics. So I started doing that in 2018 with Racing Line Graphics, and then rebranded it to Hyper Image, just to sort of get a bit more business from other aspects. And yeah, Hyper's just mainly in the racing industry, and yeah, wrapping race cars, doing racing graphics for the XLs, historic touring car series. But yeah, it's mainly supplying stickers for customers. I think the person who brings the most value to me in my racing is probably Dad. He's been there since the start when I was 12, and then through go-karts, through XLs, through RX-8s, always there working on my car, driving the trailer to the track, doing everything. So yeah, definitely couldn't do it without him. And now my brother's a mechanic as well, so perfect help.
David Noakes, so father of Jackson, who's driving the RX-8 Cup, and Dylan, who's starting out in XLs. Yeah, so I'm second generation tragic, they're third generation tragics. So yeah, Dad was racing since he was 17, car clubs, hill climbs, probably hooning through the national park, which is not too far from here. And yeah, when I was 6 weeks old, first motor racing event was Dapto Hill Climb with Dad. He rolled the car just to make an impression on me, but yeah, it's a bug that stuck. It's both the best thing and the worst thing you can do, I think. It's proud to watch them compete and do what they're doing, and obviously it's a sport I love, so it's enjoyable in that sense. But equally, yeah, when things go wrong or when you see things and it's a little bit nerve-wracking. But look, I think motorsport teaches a whole lot more resilience, understanding. Yeah, we had a rebuild last year, which yeah, it was frustrating. However, it was 17 weeks of the boys bonding together, learning, working together. And I think if you're competing, you then understand a bit better when you're driving it, what damage costs or what damage involves if you have to repair it.
Yeah, I think what's motivated us is probably aiming for that top 3 in the championship, like we have in the last few years. We never got there because of damage as well, but this year we do want to be in that top 3 spot. So yeah, have to be there every round to be able to do that. But yeah, at the moment, we're just focused on RX-8 Cup. We've had some good sponsors over the years as well, get us to where we are now. JRFM, which is John Ryan Freight Management. BC Sands have been with us for a bit. AAP, yeah, without their help, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing. And I think, yeah, with the top 3 result in the championship or even higher, I think we can probably look to do some more things as well in the future. I think special moment was when we qualified in the top 5 for the first time in the wet in Sydney Motorsport Park. Just felt like it was on rails, the car, and just, yeah, in a whole nother league. That was probably my favourite moment. It wasn't even a podium or anything. I think I actually lost out on a podium that day. But yeah, that was probably my favourite moment in the RX-8 Cup. And yeah, I just felt like I drove the best I have in 6 years that day. And I was currently 3rd, and on the last lap coming around Corporate Hill, I just missed the brake mark a tiny bit, looked in the mirror, and then all I knew was the car spun out, finished 7th for the race. Yeah, it's been a great 7 years. Got some exciting things to come for the rest of the year, I think. Hopefully get some more podiums. Keen to continue the legacy of the family racing.